Hi everyone and welcome to another Drugstore Better Than High End. This is episode 9. Can you believe there have been 8 that have come before this? If you haven't seen any of those previous videos, I'll link you the playlist up here and I'll also link it at the end of this video so you can watch it a little bit later on and delve into some more amazing products that are just as good as or better than their high-end counterparts at a fraction of the cost. So we're going to jump straight into this video today, no more messing around. If you are new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload new content on YouTube every single week. I would love it if at some point in this video you are finding it helpful. Please consider clicking on that like button, the subscribe button, and also the notification bell. Jumping straight into the first product, and I'm only going to mention this fleetingly because I've spoken about this on my channel quite a lot in recent videos and you're probably all bored of me banging on about it. It is the best brow gel I have ever used and it's a £5. I cannot believe it. It's from Schwarzkopf and it is the Got To Be for brows and edges. You can use this on your hair as well for those little flyaway hairs that sort of stick up in the breeze. But this I use on my brows every single day of the week. This does not leave a residue on my brows, any sort of slip underneath my brow hairs, on my brow hairs. It doesn't leave a shiny residue on the surface. I don't have to powder this down at all. Once it's dry, it's invisible. Completely invisible. Have this on my brows today. If I was to go out in force 9 gales, my hair would be all over the place. My brows would still be perfection. I can even take my top off and put a top back on, which scrapes down my face. My brows, they wouldn't move. No movement at all. So if you like that in a brow product, definitely recommend giving this a try. The wand is amazing, very, very easy to use. I do not have anything negative to say about this product at all. And that is all. Let's move on. Moving on to the next product, I actually received these in PR and I'm so glad that I did because these weren't even on my radar. I don't think I would have known that these had existed had they not dropped through my letterbox. They are from Revolution and, oh, they're upside down. 1 second. These are from Revolution and they are the IRL Whipped Lip Creams. I have them in every single shade. They are all neutral. They are all stunning. Really quite a thick, creamy, well, whipped consistency. So you do have to be careful how much of this you apply. Otherwise it does feel a little thick on the lips. But because it's really pigmented, you don't need to apply a lot of the product. I was also really pleasantly surprised that these don't feel drying on the lips, even after a number of hours. If you do apply too much, however, these do look a little bit crusty. So again, word of warning, don't apply too much of these. But these do have that creamy lipstick feel on the lips. I'm not saying that these are not drying at all, but they definitely don't feel drying and they're definitely not drying like a normal liquid matte lipstick would be on the lips. I don't feel like I need to prep my lips as much when I'm using these and they are incredibly long lasting and look really beautiful. So here are the shades that I have. We've got Chai Nude, Caramel Syrup, Frappuccino Nude, Espresso Nude, Burnt Cinnamon, and Americano Brown. My favourite shade is Espresso Nude. I think it is the most beautiful neutral brown tone shade. I can wear it with any colour clothing, a bold eye look, a neutral eye look, any colour eye look. This looks beautiful with. I don't feel like this is transfer resistant. If I am taking a drink out of a glass, there is some transfer onto the glass. However, I don't mind that. I don't need everything to be super transfer resistant. I don't mind reapplying this through the day. And if I'm not having a drink or eating anything, this doesn't need reapplying all the time. It is really long lasting, but like I said, not transfer resistant. Next product that definitely deserves a mention in this video is from ELF and it's the lip lacquer. Now I have a couple of shades of the lip lacquers. It's this particular shade, the shade Fantasy, that I absolutely adore. I think the other shade that I have is Moody, which is also gorgeous. It's a lovely formula, but it's this one that is super, super special. I have it on today. It is gorgeous. It just gives that little bit of life to your lipstick. You can wear this on its own or as a topper. It is stunning, absolutely gorgeous. I do think this gives a little bit of Tom Ford vibes, or a little bit of the Pat McGrath gloss toppers. I mean, it's not identical. I'm not saying that this is a dupe for a £45 lip gloss from Tom Ford. However, it's close. Now that is my favourite lip gloss, the Sunlust lip gloss from Tom Ford of all time. And this comes close. And I don't know how much I paid for this, but it wasn't anywhere near £45. This doesn't feel sticky, it just feels hydrating. It's not got that everything's gonna fly in my face and get stuck to my mouth sort of feeling. I just think it is lovely. You need very little of this. It just gives that shine and a little bit of sparkle, but not too much. Just adore it. Absolutely adorable product. And if you haven't tried it already, highly recommend. So La Roche Posay have once again knocked it out of the park with their Cicaplast B5 range. This is the spray and it is lovely, it is refreshing, it is cooling, it is calming, it just is really hydrating and soothing. I love everything about it, including the spray, which you all know, it's often a little bit of a bugbear for me when a spray is a little bit rather than a nice mist. This is actually a nice mist. So yeah, really, really like it. It's got, oh, look at that. Really fine mist. 3 spritzes of this, you've done your entire face. I just adore it. It is such a good product for a fraction of the cost of all of the other really high-end mists that I have in my drawer, some of which don't have a mist function as nice as this one. So it has some really beautiful ingredients in here. In fact, the entire of the Cicaplast B5 range has a running theme throughout that is incredibly cooling, calming and soothing for the skin. I also have the Cicaplast Balm B5 Plus Ultra Repairing Soothing Balm, which is out of this world. If you suffer from parched, dry, irritated skin and you're really wanting to look after that skin barrier and repair it, this is definitely the one that I would point you towards. Spritz this on first, lock it in with this. It's a match made in heaven. It seriously is. So this has panthenol in for its soothing components. It also has copper gluconate within the formula for cell regeneration, and obviously glycerin for its hydration. Just some superstar ingredients within the formula, and yeah, I love everything about it. You're also not going to find any fragrances or essential oils within this entire range. So if you are sensitive to those ingredients, this is a safe range to go for. So I've been umming and ahhing whether to actually feature this next product in this video today because it's very, very similar. In fact, quite frankly, it's identical to a product that featured in the last Drugstore Better Than High-End video. However, on this occasion, I have overruled myself and it will be featuring in this video as well because it's more of a bronzer rather than a blush. So that's how I'm getting round it. It is, however, still made by Mitchell, and it's still called the liquid blush, but actually it's a liquid bronzer in the shade Teddy Bear. This is absolute perfection on my skin tone. It is just dark enough so that I can have it underneath foundation or over the top of foundation, but not too dark or not too light that it shows up too much or not at all. I do like the applicator, but I prefer this applicator for a liquid blush rather than a liquid bronzer. I do feel for liquid bronzer this could do with being a little bit bigger, but it still gives you enough colour payoff because the product is really pigmented. So, you know, I'm being very, very picky here. The shade that I have, again, is called Teddy Bear, which is just warm enough so you can use it as a bronzer, but it's more on the neutral side, so you can also use this as a contour shade as well. And like I said, it is perfection. It blends out effortlessly with your fingertips, with a sponge or with a brush. I just think it is outstanding, and if you can get it on offer, bonus. If you are after a top coat for your nail polish that is not only super shiny but also seriously strong, in fact, I would go as far to say that when I have this top coat on my nail polish, my nails are as strong as Captain America's shield. You could rebound bullets off these bad boys. Honestly, nothing is getting through these. They are sturdy. I could do some damage with these. I seriously could. So if you are after all of that, you need this next product in your life. This is from Revlon and it's the Color Stay Gel Envy Diamond Top Coat, and it is as hard as diamonds. This stuff wowed me the first time I applied it. Seriously, seriously shiny, and the shine stays for days, and also just seriously strong. Absolutely magnificently strong. This is good stuff. If you haven't tried it already and you're after all of those things, I highly recommend that you pick some of this up because it is on the next level. Let's move on. Now, we all know that I love a cleansing balm. I've tried lots out in the past. Some have been affordable, some not so much. And one of the high-end products that I've tried, that I've bought numerous of because it's a beautiful cleansing balm, is from Pharmacy, and it's the Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. This is lovely stuff, but this is a drugstore better than high-end video, so you know I haven't brought this out to talk about this. This is the one that I want to talk about. It's from Physicians Formula and it's called the Perfect Matcha 3-in-1 Melting Cleansing Balm. And it is super similar. Again, the ingredients aren't identical, so I cannot say that this is a perfect dupe. However, this is so similar. The consistency is pretty much identical. It does the job exactly the same. The power of the cleansing balm is second to none. It takes off absolutely everything. SPF, waterproof mascara. It's just lovely. And a fraction of the cost. Fraction. Probably 3-4 times less than this one. I cannot complain. If you absolutely adore the Pharmacy Green Clean, I recommend getting your hands on some of this because, I mean, the similarities are undeniable. It's really good. And finally, I want to talk about these little pots of wonder. These are pots of metallic eyeshadow from Lottie London, and I feel like I've stumbled on an absolute gem of a find. So beautiful, and I'm really excited about these because these are a cross between the Charlotte Tilbury Jewel Pots and the Charlotte Tilbury brand new release, her Hypnotizing Pop Shots. They have the same sort of sheen, the same color payoff, the same level of metallic shimmer on the lid. I have the shade Golden Hour on my lids today. I mean, you would never know that that shadow was affordable at all. It is on another level, stunning. So we have Golden Hour on the left and Unfazed on the right. Just super stunning. This is one pass of a finger on a swatch. I haven't had to build this up at all. These are punchy, they are creamy, but they are incredibly soft. Now that is a bit of a hindrance as well as a positive. Because these aren't really hard pressed, it can get a little bit messy in the tub and it can be a little bit messy to apply. But I've applied these to my lid today and had zero fallout, because if you apply these with your finger, they really do stick to the warmth of the finger and transfer beautifully onto the lid. The only messy part about it is that your fingers get a little messy, and then the container also gets a little bit messy because, you know, things drop out and flakes come off. Considering these are a really soft, creamy consistency though, these don't crease on my eyelids as long as I have some sort of eyelid primer already laid down. There is a little bit of creasing if I don't wear a primer, but zero if I do. So these have my seal of approval. I think they are epic, really beautiful quality. So that's it for this video. Another 8 amazing products that in my opinion the quality is right up here and the price is right down here. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Don't forget to check out all the previous videos in the playlist that I'll list for you over here. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.